does look like a villain.
Hey, Ron.
We look good.
My name is Jeff. My name is Jeff. That's perfect. That's perfect. My name is Jeff.
My name is
Okay, I'm gonna put this down here.
Wish I had my pipe. Like Sherlock Holmes pipe. I need a prop. You know?
So welcome to Actual Factual here. We're here down in Richland Center with my great friend, Blade. So what kind of backwards bullshit you got going on? Cause I'm sorry.
Are we starting?
No.
Are we really starting right now?
Yes.
Usually we introduce ourselves.
Uncle Boozy and the dumb
And Blade.
and Blade.
I'm Blade Marty. Don't want to know Blade Marty.
So what kind of
So, anyway, before we get going, I just want to know, what is Richland Center's claim to fame?
Cheese. I say no. Actually, honestly,
I'm just asking.
So check this out. There's a rumor, and I don't think it's actually a rumor. It's actually true. So there's a place called Pine Valley Manor. It's out by Walmart, right? You go past it. It used to be an insane asylum back in the heyday, right? No, this is a true story. And basically, you ever seen One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
Yes.
It was like
I
that.
thought that was set in Arizona.
No, it was just like that, dude.
But it was like that.
Yep. So then, anyway, they got caught, like basically doing not so nice things to people, you know. So then the government said, cut their funding and ditch the project. You know, we want to distance ourselves. You know. So then they were like, what do we do with the people? And then they were like,
ditch them too.
Let them go. So that's basically how, like, for real, like they let them go, and then dawned upon Center, you know, like, dude. And I don't know if that's how it was created, but I'll tell you one thing right now. Richland Center back in the day, I got pictures in my basement because my family has a lot of heritage here. It was a boom town, bro. The river used to come right through here.
But it just sounded like it was like, okay, that was halfway partially built on crazy people.
Yeah, it does.
So, and that's why you have a lot of history here.
Yeah, sure.
So anyway, all right.
I'm not crazy, Mike. I'm not crazy.
Okay, I just throwed it out there, Grant. That's it.
I took my medications now.
I'm off my meds. It's a different story.
Exactly.
So why's your yard f***ed up? I noticed that when we got here.
Why are you bringing up my yard?
It looks like shit.
Because it's necessary.
That is a well-groomed mud pile out there. No, actually, it's a sore subject.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sore subject.
So do tell.
Well, I don't really want to, but okay. Well, dude. Okay, so here's the deal. Here's the deal about that. That out there is not my fault, and it's like kind of like a long story, and it's like really, it's kind of a sore subject because it's been keeping me up with anger and
But it's
frustration.
your yard though, so how did it end that
here's
way,
the deal. Do you see the bobcat out there too?
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, so
me and my wife out there.
Me and my wife. All right, this is some real talk here. Me and my wife have wanted to build a privacy fence for our lovely dog that we like. It's like our child, you know, Bubby, aka Nico, aka Bubblicious, aka Big Blockhead, aka Floppy Ears. Okay, so here's the deal with that. We love our dog more than pretty much anybody on the planet, including our kids. So,
well, we should really have another therapy session.
Well, you know, dude, the dog is not a dog. He's human. To us, he's one of our offspring, but the better one. You know.
Okay.
We classify our kids. We tell you we like you number 1, you're number 2, you're number 3, and here's why. It builds character. It builds character.
You actually do that?
Yes, I do. It builds character and it drives competition. If you're down on number 3 level, you want to get to that number 1 level. You're going to outdo your brother. Okay. We breed winners sometimes. But sometimes...
Apparently the dog is beating them all.
I was a champion swimmer.
Okay, I'm saying the dog is beating them all.
Exactly. He doesn't talk back. He just poops in the neighbor's yard. Dude,
because that's why. But you don't have a fence.
That's
why the dog can poop in the neighbor's yard.
In the neighbor's yard, that actually used to be my great-grandmother's house there. Okay. And this was my grandparents' house. My grandparents were Skip and Marilyn Ernst. They were adored by the community. I love them.
That's why you can't have a fence.
No, here's the deal. Let me get to this point. Let's get to this part here. So, Okay, so back in the day, 1997. Let's rewind the tape. 1997. I was younger, a cat, good looking, and we just got done pouring the concrete out here in this driveway, and it's a shared driveway. Okay, because it was my great grandmother. Of course we'll share. We're family. We're all family here. So if you guys actually go out there and look, it actually says Grant in the concrete. I did that when I was a kid.
Okay.
And I had great, horrible handwriting. So anyway, long story short. My grandpa wanted to build a garage, which was a meat. This all used to be a business, so that was a meat processing plant. They would do cut meat, and dude, it was funnest time of the year. Everybody knew when hunting season was around, it was about to be a good time, right? There would literally be lines of cars dropping their deers off, stacks, piles high. Well, they would work around the clock, and they would process roughly 40 deer a day. And dude, it was great because me and my brother would always be butchering the deer as far as skinning them, and then they would go into the next room and get butchered. Well, we always knew we got Pizza Hut. We got to stay up late. It was a great time. So when my grandpa went to go build that, he simply did this. He called down to the city. He said, "Yeah, I want to build an extension off my property." "Oh, Skip, you're good. Go ahead." That was it. So then, okay, remember how last time when we all got together and I was talking about Green Bay and building inspectors and I said, no, I could never live there. So we sold the house there. And I said, that's why I like Richland Center. You know what I'm saying?
Because till now.
Well, let me get to the story. You're asking about my yard. Let me tell you the story.
You're giving us the
You're acting like you already heard about what happened, and I'm not liking that. Did you hear about what happened? I don't know.
It's on the devil's event.
All right. So no. This is some serious crap bullshit. I'm not gonna swear, but dude, it's been okay. So anyway, let me just get to the story. Okay, so I go and I buy all this nice lumber, and I get the concretes, I get the Bobcat that's now broke down, and that sucks because I'm in charge of fixing it. And so anyway, I'm gonna build one of the most prettiest privacy fences. Now what this is going to do is the neighbor that hates me across the street, that's going to give, because the light shines on him, and I'm an active person, I'm always building something, I'm always doing something. I primarily am up at night. The reason behind that is because I don't like to see people that much, I don't like to be out in public that much, and I like to stay to myself, for the most part. Otherwise with golf season, I love golfing. So anyway, long story short, all right, so I start building the fence, and it's looking great. Like, mind you, let me show you this, dude. Dude, it was so awesome. It was a step-down fence, and I knew that if I wanted to build a building or something like that, I would have to go see the city about that, right? But a fence, I never thought in my wildest dreams that I would have to get a fence permit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a fence, and not only that,
it's not a trampoline.
Here's the deal.
It's not
a all the way on your property.
Yes, and here's the deal on that. There used to be, see that fence right there on my great grandma's old property? Yep. It's right up there on the curb. We had that same fence. We had the same one.
Right.
But my grandparents took it down a little bit ago. Well, not a little bit ago, about
a long time, many moons.
No, all right. So I think I was 12 when they took it down. You know what I mean? So a while ago. But either way, there used to be a fence there. And okay.
You wouldn't think because it's not a pool or a trampoline or something that could be technically a hazard.
Right. So get this.
It's just a fence.
So all of a sudden I receive. Here, let me show you guys a picture of this here. Okay. All right, let me pull it. I got 9,000 photos. I should have been more prepared. Here, Pete. It's right here. It's right here. I got it. Okay.
No, send it to him so he can put it in.
Okay, I'll send it. Yep, I'll send it. Here we go. And I'm going to show here so that Messenger. I'm going to send it right over to my main man. Where are you at? Are you just okay? I'll just type you in then.
With a little bit of tune apply.
Here we go. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Got it. All right. So then, also, I'm gonna show you guys this right here. Look at that. So that was, it was stepping it down. That's a lot of work. So I went and I got 4x4 posts, bags of concrete. Yep. You guys know I'm good at construction. I know what I'm doing, and I've never been one to do anything half blank.
Right.
So, and if I'm going to do it, it was going to make my yard look beautiful. My dog would have a safe place to play. My neighbors were going to love it because he would deviate over there and go poop in their yard, which he does. And I try to avoid that, but that's why I do clean up their yard, like twice a year, like big time, and spray the house and clean and help them out.
Right.
So then my neighbor across the street would love it because there's no more light. They don't have to look at my eyesore of projects that I got going on. It wasn't hurting nobody, right? So this new building zoning administrator, his name is Mr. He was over when I started the construction. He was over here. That's right next door, right?
Right.
He's seen me start the construction. Didn't come over and say, "Hey, I'm the zoning administrator. You have to have a fence permit to do
Come
this."
talk to me.
Exactly. So check this out. I looked up his job description. That's exactly what he's supposed to do. look for infractions and look for, construction and tell the people
He didn't give you the heads up.
No, get this. He sent a $5 stamped mailed envelope. $5
That's
on his
registered mail. That's why it's $5.
$5. Guess what? It got to me 8 days later. 8 days later, and guess what? The fence is already built. So what this was a permit application and a stop work order, ceased a stop work order immediately. And then I had to, and it was not in compliance, I had to take it down. So you know me, steam, I'm upset. I'm very upset. I'm like, dude, because you guys know how fences, if one line is out of line, you have to redo them all anyway. So if I have to do anything to it, which now it's saying I got to, so I just took the Bobcat, plowed it all over because it's cemented in concrete pillars. You can't dig that out, it's like,
right.
So I'm like so upset. And then I'll show you the pile of lumber, dude. And this is why it's a sore subject. I'm actually starting to get choked up because for real, it's messed with me night and day. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look
So-
at that.
All that.
So
I just want to ask a question.
go ahead.
After you received the letter,
Mm-hmm.
did you have any communications?
That gets
With
good.
the guy.
Here's the next part.
Okay.
So
There we go.
So then I'm like, all right, dude, the ground's about to freeze. I got a shop full of lumber. I just destroyed. Well, and I had to hire a guy, mind you. I had to hire a guy to help me because no one's gonna work for free these days. So that was $13 an hour for 3 days. For 3 days. So that's a lot of money. So now I'm out all that lumber. I'm out all that. So I'm already into it at a loss about $2,400. No joke. Lumber's not cheap, dude. And all the screws. And no, I use Starbit screws. I wasn't cheaping it like they do it over at a Mexico factory with a brand nailer. So anyway, I go down there. And I'm sorry, but anytime I'm dealing with any public official or anything, I record. Because guess what? That holds everybody accountable for what they say.
Wearing a wire.
Yeah, exactly. No. I was. But not. It's a cell phone. Come on.
Okay.
I can't afford a wire. I can't afford a wire. I'm out already $2,500 on the fence.
Right.
So anyway, no, I go down there and now take a look at this. Mind you, so this is the new zoning administrator, and here's what I'm about to tell you. What happens in this video? He admits that he's wrong multiple times. That he should have did what he should have done, like his job.
Right.
Then, not only that, but he breaks the law right in the video. It's crazy. Breaks city ordinance law. And okay, this is where it gets good. All right, so it's not good. This is where it gets like freaking crap. Oh, watch this. Let's play it.
Okay, but we can't show them.
No, here, just listen. Just listen.
Yeah. I got this in the mail. Okay. About the fence, right? Yeah. How did it brought your attention anyway? Well, because when we were doing so Driftless there, the auto shop, we were actually working with them to clean that all up, and then that fence got put up about the same time. So you seen it? I seen it, yeah. You should have stopped by and said something. Oh, I didn't get that letter until yesterday. Now, I just blew $2,800 on the fence because I just got notified of it yesterday. So, I mean, it's simple. If you would have spent.
And mind you, at this time, you saw a portion of the fence. Now it was all done. It was pretty much all done. All I had to do was add the gate.
Don't stop by and say, hey, you got to have a zoning permit to do this. I went to just wasted over $1,200 in lumber because I erected the whole fence on my property, and then I had to also pay a friend to help me. So it cost me $2,500. Like I said, I seen it after it was already built. The whole thing. Just by the road. I was gonna say there was only one line. Yeah, the only thing that is in violation right now is right there by the road. You bring that back. Why tore down the whole fence? Because you have to. Because if one section's out of line, then it's all out of line. So I literally took my Bobcat and plowed it all down. So no, yeah, that's just all that. It's just a waste of my time.
Oh, mind you, on this, I want to add that in. One of the bits, the auger bit on the Bobcat, got caught on a rock and bent. So I also had to buy a $1,000 auger bit. It's out there. I have both auger bits, the bent one and the new one. And I had to get, thank God for my good friend, Jason Long. If you're watching this, thank you, my man. You know, he came through on a clutch for it, dude. He works for this place that makes the augers, dude, and it's a beastie auger. But yeah, that was not cheap. Not cheap at all. So I had to get that. Go ahead.
I was gonna ask. So if you're saying that out of line, was it out of line with the property line?
So yeah, no. So I'm saying
I'm asking.
It's got to be symmetrical. You know what I'm saying? So if the one line's got to come back this way, right? So here's the line, right? Here's this line, and then you have the two sidelines. But if you have to go back this way, right?
Move the whole thing.
You have to move the whole
I
thing.
get that part about
So
the working of the fence. I get that part. My question is it all on your property?
that's what we're getting at here. We watch this. Okay, so he said the only thing is by the curb there, right? You caught that. So watch this. Here's good. It's not good, but here's the messed up crap.
And stuff. So like, I wish you would stop by. I mean, dude, I'm not a bad guy. No, right. I agree. So I mean, because like, I don't know how that happens either. You sent that priority mail $5 to ship that, and I just got it yesterday. How does that work? I don't know. You know, I live right here in town. Right. Well, yeah, go all in Milwaukee and back, and
he's admitting
I stop by, work home. I got a phone, you know,
right.
So I don't get why you did it. You know, because that dude, like, I'm like pretty upset about it. You know, and all I'm trying to do is make my property look nicer. You know what I mean? So that I got a contained area. My dog can go out and play in the yard and stuff. You know, so what do I got to do? What do I got to do now? Because I've already lost about $2,500. So we'll have to get a permit, and then, like I said, you have to build that back. How much back? So you're gonna have to be 5 foot back off that curb. 5 foot off the curb. Yep. Okay. All right. So then, today I got 1 day left to drill holes because I already called the digging hotline, and he already gave me permission.
I knew to call them. You don't want to hit a wire, you know.
The holes today, the ground's gotta be frozen, and I still have a garage filled with lumber. And I'm gonna tell you what, if you're gonna work with me and redo it and make sure it's 5 foot off, don't worry about permits, and we'll go. Okay, I got it.
Did you hear what he just said?
Yeah.
Don't worry about permits. You're good to go.
Make sure that's back off and
Make sure it's back off 5 feet. So then, now watch this. Here's what's messed up. You can't pick and choose who has to get permits and who doesn't. You know what I'm saying? You just broke city ordinance right there. They make that. So now that I know that there's a city ordinance that they require these things, you just broke it. You basically saying, well, don't worry about them. You're good to go now because I like you. And I realize it costed you $2,500, right? So I go back and I'm like, okay, I got to hurry up. Time's clicking. I've already lost all that lumber. I've lost all this money.
Right.
I got to hurry crap up. The ground's freezing. The ground is freezing. I got to go. And my buddy wants his Bobcat back. You know what I mean? And I was paying him for that too. It's not cheap. And so I get back. And now look at this. So to appease it, I not only did 5 feet, but I just wanted to show that, hey, I can comply. I didn't know, but I made it 7 feet. Look at that. There it is, 7 feet knocked back. And with a tape measure, 7 feet, right? New concrete, new 4x4s. I'm building. Let's get her going. Boom. I get a call later. It's him. Zoning administrator. Hey, I made a mistake. You got to be 15 feet back. I said, excuse me? And I said,
get the f out of here.
I said, I'm going to email you. And we'll talk. I'm going to email you. Because at this point, I'm upset. I'm not taking this dang fence down again, right? I'm not doing it. So I emailed it to keep everything official, you know? So I email him, and I say, look, man, we had a deal, and we shook hands, and 5 feet back, no permits required. That's what you said. You cannot play with citizens' time and money like this, and their emotions, dude. Because now, the bottle of emotions that I was going through, anger, sadness. You know, my wife's saying, "So are we gonna be able to have Bubby's fence or what?" And I said, dude, I don't know yet. You know what I mean? Like, dude, I'm still, to this day, I'm freaking just like livid. My yard looks like crap, dude. It looks like crap. I mean, seriously. The reason, dude, the Bobcat tears up the yard, but I was gonna put Kentucky bluegrass back there, like some really nice grass. And, dude, I'm sorry, it just gets, that's why I asked about the yard. So let's check this out. So then next thing you know, I said, dude, I'm not doing it. I said, we made a deal. A deal's a deal. And I'm not taking the fence down. Look at what this, now this is where he becomes a real piece of crap, dude. Because guess what he does? He doesn't admit to say, I'm sorry. He doesn't say, you know, I made a mistake and you're right. Let's find a compromise then. Let's see what we can do to make it to where you don't have to take it down again. Maybe we'll have to talk to the city. Maybe we'll have to get permission from my boss. After all, the fence ain't hurting nobody. You don't live on a corner. It's right in the middle. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do any of that. Guess what this PO, dude, here's what he writes. Granted, per you email, indicating that you are going to start work before a permit is issued and proper setbacks are not met, I'm issuing a stop work order until you have submitted a fence permit with the required $35. So he acts like, dude, he never said no permits required, shook my hand and go, you're good to go. You're good to go. He's trying to say that meeting never happened. That's why I record everything, because guess why? It's going to hold you accountable. So then guess what? I emailed him back. I said, I figured you were, I said, yep.
The video?
Yep. I said this. I said, I figured you were going to do this. And I said, so while you were playing checkers, I was playing chess. Sent the video, checkmate.
What did you say?
Nothing. Guess what happens next?
Okay.
So then I find his boss. Okay? Now this woman, so helpful to the citizens, not. So I start talking to her and all she's doing is sticking up for him. I'm like, listen to me, he can't do that. He can't do that. And I said, I'm not gonna stop until he's fired. I said, I'm not gonna stop. I said, I want him fired immediately because the simple fact is, he's now costing me all that money. It's caused turmoil in my household because my wife's like mad and I'm mad and she wants to know what's going on. And now my yard looks like crap. I'm out so much money. I said, he needs to be fired, period. And I said, dude, I might just, I have to seek legal service. You know, like I'm gonna have to consult the lawyer. She's like, oh, I can't talk to you anymore. You're gonna consult the lawyer. You'll have to see our city attorney. And then basically just said, we're done here. So then guess what? The city attorney emails me. I have to find it real quick. He basically says, there's nothing he can do about it, and I can't talk to them. So no one will talk to me now. No one will talk to me. So now I am stuck here, and I can't get my fence built. I'm stuck with all the lumber that I have left, and right there, you guys see the fences, fence panels. It took me time to pre-make fence panels. My yard looks like it's been bombed. It looks like Afghanistan out there. My neighbors, it looks like I'm a trailer trash hobo. You know what I'm saying? It sucks, dude. It is so frustrating. So then I'm thinking, okay, you know what? I'm going to call the mayor. Why not? The mayor can do something. And I know Viteznik's, that's where he works. So I'm like, dude, I'm going to call down there. I don't know any other way to get a hold of him. I don't have his private cell phone.
I just want to ask a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Before we go any further.
Yeah.
The mayor of this city.
Yeah.
Has another job.
Yeah.
Okay. I just
they don't
want to
pay like high for mayor's jobs.
I was just asking.
Yeah, in the cities they're doing. Yep. He works down at Viteznik's.
Okay.
So I called down there, and I know I didn't really want to bug him, but I didn't know any other way to call down. I don't, was there a phone number for mayor's office? I don't know if there is. I never checked, but I knew he worked at Viteznik's, and I brought plenty of stuff down there. My kid bought a UTV, you know what I'm saying? So Ron Olson, he's the man. If you guys need something, go see big Ron Olson down there at Viteznik's. He'll get you set up. That was an ad, by the way.
It was.
So anyway, no, he's.
But it was integrated, so that was.
So I called down there, and I guess who answers the phone? The mayor. And I'm like, hey, I've been trying to. I'm sorry for calling you right now. By the way, I'm sorry for calling you, but I got a big issue going on, and it's kind of time sensitive because the ground's still freezing. Right, you know what I mean? Right. I still want to have my fence, dude, and I'm freaking out. Oh, and by the way, he said he's going to issue $400 tickets a day. That fence wasn't taken down. It's right in the email. $400 tickets a day. You know what I mean? So, all right. So I'm like, hey, it was really time sensitive. And then I mentioned my grandpa. Oh, where you at? Yeah, I'm like, Skipper. She's like, no, I can't talk about it. He's like, you need to talk to him. I'm like, I tried. She said, I gotta talk to a city attorney now because I mentioned lawyer. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I'm trying. So then he's like, oh, your grandpa Skip. Oh, okay, I know your grandpa. You know, like everybody loved my grandma and grandpa, you know, and they were great people. And now he's cool. Now he's nice. He's like, I'll tell you what, take down my private cell phone number, give me a call, leave your name in a message so I remember to call you back, and I'm going to look into this. I'm going to look into this for you. I'm like, sweet. Mayor's got me. He'll see that this is bogus. You know, he'll see this is game, right?
How'd that work out?
Never heard from him again.
Okay, how did that work out?
Never heard from him again. And here's the messed up part about it is, so I emailed this, and I said, you know what's sad about all this is, you're supposed to be the city administrator. You're supposed to be somebody that cares about the citizens. You're supposed to be somebody that looks out for their best interest. Here's what you have not done. You have not once made a compromisable decision to offer me. You have not once tried to reconcile or feel even remotely bad about what happened, what your person that you hired to do a job did. He did this. He costed me money. He costed me time, hand-breaking freaking, you know what I mean? And in my emotions, dude, that's what's crazy about it, is the fire and the emotions and the anger that I have because I sold our house in Green Bay just because of this type of crap. You know what I mean? And I say, you want my permit? There you go. Here's the deed to this house back from 1852. It's been in my family since 1921. There's your deed, dude. You know? And it's like, oh man. So then it is just so frustrating. And now I can't talk to nobody. I can't talk to nobody about it. So I'm like stuck. So I guess there's a town council meeting in February 4th. But then you got to pay $400 to even have that heard. And then so then I did.
Wait. Time out.
Yep.
I just want to make sure that so usually most small towns like this have a thing that's free.
Yeah, you can go and listen to. Yep, you can.
No. It's called speaking time.
What?
They give you 5 minutes.
No way.
Every town has it.
Really? Are you sure?
I am quite sure of this. Trust me, I'm a political animal.
Okay.
If you know nothing else about me, guys, I'm a political animal. Every time has a speaking time with the city council or the board of managers or whatever, where citizens, if they have an issue, they can come.
What's it called?
It's usually called public time.
Public time? Okay.
And they usually have where they give every citizen 5 minutes. And they will answer your questions, they will hear your grievance for free.
Really?
They don't ask you for $400 for you to say, hey, I think it should be a stop sign here. Hey, I think it should be this.
Okay.
That has to happen here.
Okay, well, dude, if this is the truth,
I will Google this. Trust me.
Because so my buddy owns a business down the street, and he had to pay $400 to the zoning administrator.
That's different. That's a zoning issue. But I'm talking about when you talking
he had to go in
about.
front of the city council.
I get that.
Okay.
But he had to pay $400 for the permit, not
Yes, that's what it was. That's what it
not
was.
to speak his voice
Oh.
in front of the city council. That should not cost you anything.
Okay.
They do work for you.
Okay, yeah. Well, this is good news because that's what I'm saying. I didn't grow up like this. I didn't have to watch all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, my dude, it wasn't like
Then
this.
you became adult.
Bro, I grew up in
No, I'm saying, like, dude, times have changed in this town.
yeah.
And, dude, I hear
There's no
about
handshakes.
but check this out. I hear about this zoning administrator giving Bindles a hard time. That business has been around forever, dude. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, now they're like Green Bay. They're like Green Bay. And I'm a fence permit? Really? So I guess you never even own your property. Hold on, let me ask my landlord if I could build a fence.
Actually, you never do.
No, you don't, because you gotta pay taxes
okay.
on it. You gotta pay taxes on it for the rest of
You
your
never
life.
do.
Property tax, I know. But I never knew I had to ask mommy and daddy if I could build a fence. You know? If I'm building a new building, I get it. You have to, because there's certain compliances and crap like that. But a privacy fence that was never gonna do nothing but make my property look prettier?
I do get the reason why there should be zoning rules. I get that. But do not, if you are the head of zoning,
Yeah.
don't tell them, well, you don't need a zoning permit.
Yeah, no permit required. And he watched me start the construction.
But if you tell them it's no permit required, then at this point,
That's nullified. It's nullified all of it.
it is.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So I contact the lawyer, right? I contact the
Okay,
lawyer.
so you did contact.
Yes,
so
I did.
I was going there next.
Yep. And she looked it up. She looked up all the things, and she's like, "You were not in non-compliance." She's like, "What are they talking about?" She said all this stuff, lawyer talk, and I'm like, and I don't know criminal law. I know that, dude. Civil law, not a clue. Zoning, fence law, nothing. You know what I'm like, So then she's like, "Well, I hire at $500 an hour." Jay England, I know thinks about 500, and he's the 4th ranked lawyer in the United States, above Johnny Cochran. I'm like, 500? And she's like, and I said, well, what about restitution? I would like to seek some of my money back from losses, and I sent her all the information I got, and she's like, yeah, here's the problem, public officials like that have immunity. They all have immunity, dude. They're not held accountable for nothing. Nothing. She said that maybe we could sue him as the person and go after him. But no, I know you can't. No, I found this out. So then she's like,
I already said that.
yeah, no, yeah. So then I was just like, so you want $3,000 down for a retainer? And she's like, yep, but we'll get your fence built. So you mean to tell me I'm already out this much, and now I got to do it? So this fence would have been the most expensive little freaking privacy fence in the history. It would have been over $12,000. $12,000. That's how much I would have had dumped in it. Right now I'm down $6,000. $6,000. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's been a bad month, dude. It's called Let's Shit on Grant Month. Shit on Grant. It's just been horrible. It's been horrible, dude. You should have seen what happened to me at McDonald's today. That was messed up too. It's just like what
McDonald's?
Yeah, okay, so
Please
we never
do not put McDonald's with this.
No, I'm not.
Do not degrade the fence talk that we just had.
And it's rough.
With McDonald's.
It's been rough. So, dude, I'm glad.
What happened? You didn't get cheese on your egg McMuffin?
No, so get this, dude. So first of all,
Somebody pissing his Cheerios.
No, first of all, I go and I get 3
There
meals.
goes
I get 3 meals, right? It's breakfast, and we never go to McDonald's, especially for the dinner. Dude, you're basically, can I get a bag of poop? You know what I mean? Would you like hair in the poop or no hair in the poop? It's a bag of unhealthy crap. You know? And I'm not saying I'm the most healthiest giant, but I like to eat good. Speaking of which, the pizza's done.
You like to eat well.
I do something, for the most part.
No, I was just correcting your English.
Yep, for the most part. But then, this morning, we've been working hard, getting the garage. Oh, did you guys notice? Hey, did you guys notice the construction when you guys walked in? Did you guys notice that? The reason we're remodeling is because we're moving. We're moving because of this. It's got to do it. I got to sell my family's home that's been in my family that I came back to this town to buy. Because, dude, I loved it. Dude, I grew up as a child in the upstairs bedroom because I'm not going to be told what I can and cannot do on my own property, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
To an extent. You mean to tell me I can't build a fence? We're moving.
Okay.
We're moving.
I'm just going to play.
Devil's advocate?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to play black man.
But you are black.
I'm playing black man right now.
How come I can't play black man? How come you
Black man? Gotham is right down there. You can play Batman.
I play Batman.
Bro.
What's up?
As bad as you think the system is working against you, it is your job. It is your responsibility to stand up to the system. Do not pick up stakes and move, because then that means the system won. Own your fucking.
I'm trying to.
Own your citizenship. Bro.
I'm trying to.
Trust me, if black people picked up and moved, we'd all been on ships back to Africa. We own this place.
Africa's better right now than the United States.
You can say that. It's debatable.
Yeah.
It's debatable, but you have to own it.
Yeah, okay, so my grandpa, my grandpa, before he died, I had a sign outside out front and it said Pool Emporium. It was my pool room. I love to play pool, so I named it the Pool Emporium. I had a pool team and everything, right? They said, take it down. And I'm like, no, no, because it wasn't a sanctioned business sign, LLC, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, no. So then I went to told my grandpa that, and I'm thinking my grandpa's gonna be like, sure, yeah, no, don't take that. My grandpa's like, no. He was dying at this time, you know what I mean? Like, I knew he only had a day or two left, and he's like, don't create waves. Don't create waves. And I looked at him, I'm like, that's not like my grandpa. My grandpa's always been the one that would be like the tough guy that I would,
Yeah.
So then I call my dad, and my dad's like, that. Exactly what he just said. He's like, F that. So then, so check this out. So then me and my wife were talking about it, and I'm like, honey, my grandpa said don't create waves, and I'm not trying to, but I'm riding this damn wave, and this wave sucks. I didn't ask for any of this. I didn't want any of this. But dude, check it out. Dude, it's taking a toll on my health. Like, dude, it's like it's becoming draining, all for a fence. And but it's like, dude, I've lost all this money, all this time, all this hard work, dude. And nobody, the neighbors, the one neighbor right across here, not the one right across the street, he doesn't like me because one night a light was flashing on him, and then came over and tried to talk to me like I'm a little redheaded stepchild. Hey, get over here! Get over here right now! And I said, who do you think you talking to? You a housewife. You know? He's like, I'm retired. I'm like, whatever you gotta tell yourself. You know, like, I'm pissed now. You know, you don't talk to me like that. If he would have came over and said, sir, can I have a moment of your time? Yeah, what's going on, man? That light is shining in our window. Oh, dude, let me take care of that for you right now. I'm so sorry. It won't happen again. But no, hey, get over here. It's like, dude, I don't respond well to that. Okay? And then, okay, so the neighbor across the street, I'm out in the morning, and I was actually, dude, I'm not even gonna lie, dude, I was sitting in the Bobcat, I just warmed it up, and I was crying. I was literally crying, dude. Like, I'm choked up about it right now. I was literally, a tear rolled down my eye, and I'm like, dude, I'm looking at all this lumber, just destroyed. And I'm like the tough guy. I don't cry, you know what I'm saying? But it was like, I couldn't help it, you know, and I'm like, dude, this is not the Richland Center I knew, you know what I mean? So, my neighbor, he came over, and he's like, and he never talks to me, barely ever, but he came over, he's like, what's going on over here? And I'm like, dude, just, well, you see, and he's like, I saw you a pissed off man in a Bobcat. And he's like, what in the fuck what happened? And I told him, he's like, and he didn't tell you, and he was right, and he's like, that's bullshit. He was the only guy that cared, right? So here, get this is even more, I forgot another corrupt part of all this. So, the diesel place, right? Mm-hmm. And then my other buddy that owned the business, I said he had to get permits, pay $400 for. So I went and talked to them. I said, hey boys, guess what? I got a waiver. No permits required. Maybe you guys should get a waiver. No permits required.
Did you really do that?
Swear to God.
So then now they called and...
No, watch this. So get this. So dude, Jason, that owns the business down the street, calls down there and says, can I talk to Matt? No, he's no longer employed here. He said, yeah, he's not like, who is this? He's like, Jason White. And 4 people heard this because he had it on speakerphone. And he's like, oh, no, sorry, this is no longer employed with us. He was just temporary, right? What? They told him that he was fired so that Jason would come back and tell me that he was fired and I would leave it alone. So I'm running around thinking that he's fired, and I'm telling people, yep, he got and he's done. He got fired. Good. I'm glad that he did. Didn't know how to do his job. But I just found out a week ago, no. He still got his office. He ain't fired. So they told Jason that, and then Jason, they didn't give him any more problems about it. He had to pay his money, and then his permits right away went through. They're like, because I told him, I was like, why don't you guys go down there and say, why does Grant not have to do permits required? Why do we have to do permits required? You know what I mean? That could have caused, because you can't break city code. You can't break city ordinances. Apparently they're in place for a reason, for that reason, and you're supposed to strictly enforce that. You could have came over and told me when you see me start the construction. That's your job. And that would have solved everything. Right then and there, I'd have been like, oh, hey, let me shut down that Bobcat real quick. And you would have saved me over $6,000 throughout this whole dilemma now. You know what I mean? And now look at my yard. Isn't it beautiful? I've been thinking about just putting a big sign up that says, hey, zoning administrator, how do you like my yard now, you bitch? Boom, boom, boom. Look at the good that would do. Look at that. And I'm talking huge sign. You might be able to see it from a jet plane up top. Dude, you want to know why?
Okay, that would be very big.
I'm thinking it would do a lot of benefits. Here's the benefits. Kids would learn a new language. Okay? Parents would have...
Are you going to put it in multiple languages?
No, because they'd be like, Mommy, what's beep, 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 beep,
oh,
beep? Okay. Mommy, And I'm like, dude, hey, it's got to be better than that privacy fence that I was going to build. It's got to be more colorful than that. And guess what? I'll put it on wheels so it's not a permanent structure. So I could build it. And I thought about that with the fence. I already seen your eyes going, ooh, wait a minute. I thought about it. I don't know, I gotta check the legality on it, but I'm actually thinking about putting mud tires on my freaking privacy fence so I could just move it a freaking foot each day, back and forth. Or something. But just look, my dog, dude, I'm out all that money. My dog wants to play. My wife, we saved up for this, dude. It wasn't like We've been saving up for this, dude. It wasn't like, oh yeah, we're Oprah rich. We got 12 grand to build a fence, which, like after the lawyer and crap. No, we only budgeted in the beginning of all of this, tops 3 grand. Then once I had to tear it all down, I had to go get new material, brand new material. Then I had to freaking say, hey buddy, I'm gonna have to get the Bobcat for a little bit more long. I didn't budget for the auger getting caught up on the rock. That was my fault, but there's a lot of rock out there, but I did call the diggers hotline and they marked it all out. And then guess what? I got the email. They said, you're good to start construction on this date. That's all I thought I had to call because they said that. I didn't know that I had to check with the fence permit guy. The zoning administrator, because it never used to be like this around here. This zoning administrator is pissing a lot of people off. It's like, dude, we know, everybody knows everybody. Everybody looks out for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
No, apparently they don't.
No, now they don't.
So don't.
Now they don't.
You can
Now they
stop
don't.
that line right there.
They used to. That's what it wasn't a lie. They used to, dude. Everybody looked out for
I didn't say lie. I
Yeah.
said you can stop that line.
Line. Oh, yeah.
You can stop that right
When
there.
you were talking black man, remember? You're the black man.
No.
I'm just playing.
No.
No, but I get it.
My English is actually perfect.
I know it is.
Okay.
I wasn't a racist. Sorry, I got a color TV, so don't even come at me like that. No, I'm just playing. I love you, George. You know I love you.
Okay.
That's why.
By the way,
Anyway, you are very smart.
we only have
smart.
color TVs so white people can see what other people look like. Black and white work just fine for us.
That was a good one. See, look at Bobby. Look at Bobby here. Dad, when's the fence gonna get built? Daddy, I want to go out there. I know, buddy. I know. But yeah, like he's sad every day. He wants to just go out there and play and dig holes.
But there should be no reason, 0 reason.
Done.
Is that one done? Okay, sounds like we're on.
Did we just get cut off?
I think we did.
Oh, no, that's still rolling.
Oh, that's
I'm like, what happened here? Because Bobby?
yeah. No dogs allowed. So anyway, but no, this is what I'm saying. If you actually have a problem, there is no government set in this world, the democracy world that we live in, that would actually make you pay to talk to.
Well,
It does not exist.
yeah, the mayor wouldn't call me back.
I get that.
I don't get that, dude. He said he was gonna too.
No, but in this city, do you guys have like councilmen, like aldermen that represent a certain area?
Yup.
You should start with one of them.
Well, that's what the cop said. That's what the cop said. 'Cause
Start with them.
I told the police that I would stop smuggling fish if they helped me get my fence built.
Well, okay, maybe that's not a good idea. I'll stop doing illegal shit if you help me do something. Like maybe that's not a good idea.
I don't
I'm
smuggle
not too
fish.
bright. I'm just saying, but you said it.
No, I know, no, because it was hilarious. Hey, check this out.
No
Check this out.
fish has been harmed in the making of this video.
So the police, the local police in this town are actually pretty cool. They're pretty cool, dude. They're hilarious too. So
Of all the people.
No, like the sheriff's department, some of them are alright. But alright, so the local police, so I'm listening to my scanner, right? I always do. I always got my scanner on, right? So I gotta go hook up a security system down the street at my buddy's business because him and his business partner had a little bit of falling out, right? So I'm listening to the scanner, and the business partner called the cops on my buddy, right? So I get into UTV, and I'm playing "What You Want, What You Gonna Do," on the stereo. Bad boys, bad, and I got the plow light, so I'm like this, right? And I come flying in, and I'm like, "All right, boys, what's the situation? I'm late, but I'm here. I'm late, but I'm here. Fill me in. Give me the lowdown. What's going on?" They're like, "What are you doing here, Grant?" And I'm like, "I'm here. What's the lowdown? I'm here to assist." And then the lights going and bad boys, what you want? It's fucking hilarious, And I get out and they're like, "Jason, what's he doing here?" He's like, "That's sure record a lot. That's my security guy." And I'm like, "That's right, security. Yep, you guys need a system, I'll hook you up." And all of a sudden Lieutenant Mo comes up and I'm like, "Whoa." I'm like, "Where did you come from, Frodo?" Because she's really short. The other two cops are laughing. I'm like, "Don't go getting short with me." I smell cabbage, And so they're sitting there and they're checking out the UTV, They're like, "Dude, that's cool, And the diesel heater. And then the next thing you know, don't even get started with the midget thing. I already know what you're thinking.
I know.
Do I got one yet? No, I don't.
You don't know what I was thinking. But you continue on, Frodo.
I'm not short, I'm 6'2".
I'm short.
Oh yeah, you are.
Short.
You're almost Hobbit, dude. A little bit shorter. You'd be in the basement. Anyway. So yeah. So anyway.
With the rest of them.
So anyway, the police, like they heard about the fence thing. They must have heard about it, and they're like, yeah, that's messed up too. And he was Pepperidge. I never talked to Pepperidge. Actually, a cool guy. Like really nice and cool. And I'm like, dude, he's got a diesel heater in his UTV too. He's a pretty cool guy. Anyway, so he said the same thing. Talk to your town alderman.
Yeah.
And I don't know who the person is, but it's a girl.
So
It's
you
a
don't
woman.
vote?
No, I vote. I vote.
Okay, so
I
then
vote.
you have to vote for who represents.
Yep.
You know you can do it very easily
I'm voting for myself.
by going to,
Town
and you're
alderman.
not going to win.
How do you know?
So
Wait a minute.
I'm telling you,
How do you know I wouldn't
because
win?
you're not campaigning.
Yeah, but when's the elections? Nah, they restart.
April 1st.
I got time. That's my birthday, by the way.
April 1st.
That's my birthday.
So you're April Fools.
Yes.
By the way,
Checks out.
checks out. Anyway,
Okay, I won't win. Okay, so watch this. Okay, so not
I
this.
didn't say you wouldn't win. I'm saying your local elections will be on April 1st.
Yeah, but next year I'm going then. Next year.
Okay, but it won't
said I
happen
wouldn't
for
win.
another 2 years.
That's fine. 2
So-
years. It's 2 years every 2 years. They get to
Yes.
hold office every 2 years.
Yes.
I thought it was every year.
No.
So if
Okay.
you're,
So anyway, Schoolhouse Rock will be on our next video, and you will learn when elections happen.
is it
and
really
what
every
you
2
should
years
do.
for city things? I thought it was every
Yeah.
year. Oh no, yeah, you're right. Because the mayor every 2 years, right?
Now the mayor's 4. Councilman
I gotta
2.
talk to George more.
Okay, I'm just
Yeah.
throwing it out there.
Yeah, you seem to know your stuff. C-SPAN, we got C-SPAN over here.
Oh.
Yeah, pretty much in a nutshell. So how do we know that the elections for this town is this year?
Because it happens all the way across Wisconsin.
Okay, all right.
That's an off-year
So I
election.
basically got 3 months to
It's
campaign.
called an off-year election.
So I got 3 months to campaign.
Now, your city won't be elected on the same time that the president is elected and the governor.
What's
It's
it?
called an off-year election.
Okay, so
So the president is elected, your senator is elected,
Right.
your congressman is elected.
Grant's elected.
Maybe if you're lucky. If you're lucky, but they're staggered, so you don't have to
So
do
I got
them
3
all
months
at
is what you're
once.
telling me?
You have 3 months.
All right, guys, here's the deal. Running for town alderman.
Vote for Grant. Vote for Grant.
Vote for Grant. Change you can take to the bank. What do you think? You can take that to the bank. Yeah!
And then we're going to Washington, D.C. to take back the White House. Yeah!
Did I just ruin my career?
Probably.
Damn.
Oh no, you did not.
Then you know he's
Yeah.
dead.
And then we're gonna go to Richland Center. Then we're gonna go to Europa. Yeah!
Okay, quickly.
Yeah!
If somebody can name who he's imitating.
No. And then we're gonna go to Wisconsin Dells. Then we're gonna go to Portage. Then we're gonna go to Richland Center. Then we're gonna go to
You know
Richland.
he's doing.
Yeah! You guys don't remember that?
I do.
It's that-
I know
yeah.
he is.
Yeah! He ruined his career in one day.
In one day.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Done for. Yeah, just for that. I was talking about that earlier. I'm like, how stupid is that? He didn't even sound that bad. He was like, yeah. He's like,
You know what?
And he ruined his
Since we're in
career.
politics.
That's crazy.
I'm a political animal.
Yeah. Maybe it just backfires on the animal loves me because of it. Yeah.
I
You know?
Maybe.
Hey.
I love you, Greg.
Hey.
So anyway.
And you can take that to the bank. Yeah. Yeah. I'm telling you. Hey, I'll see you guys on city council. Town hall.
Okay. Oh God.
And George said I wouldn't win. Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. When we're putting our shoe to work for you.
No.
Boots on.
This is your thing. Bro, do you know what your thing is?
Going to be town hall.
No.
Thank you.
No.
What?
We will build a fence between you and government oppression.
Yeah. What's that mean?
Your fence, you idiot.
Well, I know, but government oppression. What's that mean? Government oppression.
The government smacking the little guy down.
Big time, always.
So, but we're going to build a fence between you and government oppression. It's your story, bro.
Yeah.
For once, you're
Actually,
the
I don't-
minority.
hey.
For once, you're the minority.
No, he's not.
In this
He's a
town.
straight white man. Stop it.
In this town.
Stop it. He's a straight white man.
I'm mostly native and British.
Ah! Yeah!
Blackfoot. Okay, so anyway, no, but real talk. With that being said, though, I would like to talk to you more about what I got to do, the steps, because it seems like you got a good grasp on this, and maybe you can help me.
Yeah, it's
I'm
pretty
being
easy.
serious. Maybe you can help me.
It's pretty easy. First thing you have to do.
I have
is
no
get-
knowledge about this. I really
Okay,
don't.
first thing you have to do is go out to the Walmart, the Pizza Hut, and sit out there, unfortunately, and get signatures from registered voters.
Okay, but
And then you have
about the fence?
X amount of signatures, and then you can get your name on the ballot.
Oh no, I'm talking about the fence, man. I don't really want to.
Oh, you don't give a fuck? I thought you wanted to
I
be
mean,
city
dude,
council. I was somewhere else.
Hey.
I was telling you how to become a city council.
I would never have a chance at winning on a council for
You
anything.
sure about that?
I don't know.
Have you seen Marjorie Taylor Greene? Have you seen like some of these crazy?
I do
people?
know. Yeah,
Like, have you seen?
Have you
these
seen
people?
Kamala
Hey, I'll
Harris?
tell you what.
I didn't win.
I'll tell you what though.
Anyway.
I'll tell you what. If I ever did run though, I would make
But
sure.
about that fence,
I would make sure that I would do what's right.
you would have to do a petition
Yeah. A
about
petition.
that fence.
Petition. Sign a petition. Everyone's got to sign, like my neighbors.
Yep.
That's good because, dude, I guarantee you, they'll all want me to have that fence. Because, dude, like I said, I'm a third
And
chick.
then guess what you do? After you get all the people around you that border your property to sign a petition and say, yes, we want them to have this fence.
Cool.
It's pretty simple. Their name, number,
And then-
the registered voters,
Yep.
and then this is what you do.
And I'll do the
You
5
have-
feet. I'll do the 5 feet from the curb.
Right, and
Yeah.
then you have to take it to the city council with that petition, and then basically everybody is signed off on it.
And if they do it,
Because it's not a safety issue. It's not a traffic issue. It's not.
no,
a
it's
safety
not.
issue.
It's not. That's
It's
what the
not.
lawyer said. The
It's
lawyer said
not.
the same stuff. The lawyer
It's
said the
not.
same stuff. Yep.
You don't need to pay $3,000 for a lawyer.
That's exactly why I
You
did
can go around to your neighbors and do this on your own.
George, you're my new campaign manager right here. Because I'll tell you what right now. I'll tell you one thing right now. Anything I've ever put my mind to, I've always done it. Ask anybody.
And guess what?
You're my campaign manager.
Go across the street and get that business. The manager of that business across the street was that little place across the street.
That's the pharmacy.
No, the paint place or whatever was it, Scribner's.
Drivers? That's yogurt. That's yogurt, dude.
Okay, then great. Say that they don't have a problem with you putting up a fence.
Yeah, no
That's
one
a
will.
business.
Yeah, they're-
no,
yeah,
no.
none of
That's
them.
a business. So if you get them in on it,
No.
and they don't give a about your fence, they'll be like, "Scrap, get the out of my office."
Yep.
So
Everybody.
if you get them on your fence,
Everybody
like,
will.
but if you get them,
Yeah.
that's the local tax base.
Yeah. They've been foremost. Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
Want to
Yeah.
wrap up the last couple minutes?
Yeah, let's do this. So anyway, what we learned here today is don't give up. Do not fucking let the system put you down. Yeah! Keep your head up. As a black gay man here,
Head up high, butt cheeks tight.
please do. Please do.
That's what
but
they
what
used to
I'm
tell
saying
you, you know?
is that America will work if you make it work for you.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to say?
No, not really.
Okay, that's
I got one more thing to say.
What's that, sir?
America.
America, yeah, coming again to save the month. Yeah, America, yeah, freedom is the only way.
Yeah.
America. America. Hey,
On that note,
hey, look at my new campaign manager. Dude, we're going to the top. We're going to the top.
and then we're going to the Dells, and then we're going
Now,
to Bearable.
I'm not going to sit here and terrorizers out there. I'm going to sit here and I'm telling you right now, we're going to have an
I'm declaring
armadillo.
a
Armadillo
local-
almost hit the truck back there, and we're after the terrorizers, and we're going to catch.
We all know
The people
who
you can go to a
the
cave.
terrorizers are,
Yeah.
and we're going to kill the terrorizers.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
I'm declaring
I did.
a national.
Look at me, I did.
I'm declaring a national order and emergency for this guy's fence in Richland Center.
And you can take that to the bank. Yeah. Yup. This is awesome. Dude, I'm gonna be president soon. I'm gonna be president soon.
Oh God, Grant, you are still as funny as you were when you were a kid.
I tried, dude. So, dude, you're really smart, man. I didn't.
Okay, what, you thought it was just an idiot?
No. I didn't think you were an idiot at all. I just didn't know you knew politics and crap like that. Dude, I always knew you were smart. I knew you were smart, dude.
No, I was just a drunk guy at the end of the bar.
No, I always knew you were smart. I thought you were smart with like selling stuff, like a salesman.
I am actually.
I know you are, because that's what you
Actually,
do.
surprisingly, I am.
Yeah, you work for Sam, but I didn't know you knew all this crap about law and zoning and permits and all.